What's going on, guys? This is the all-purpose champ, aka the king of content, aka I'm a cowboy. This is the reason why you should check out this channel. So let's go.
Most important thing about the channel is it's a everything channel. So make sure you check out all of the playlists. I have product review videos, vlogging, movie reviews, how-to videos, and gaming videos. I make videos called Trash Talk 101 where, well, you guessed it, I talk trash or rebuttal back to someone who talked trash to me. Shows and podcasts. And more! I have over 1,000 videos, over 50-something playlists, and every single video on my channel is assigned to a playlist. I want to thank everyone who ever came to the channel and watched a single second of any video. I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more content. And with that said, and now your mama knows. And now your mama knows. And now your mama knows.
Bruce, unleash the baby god dragon!
Guys, we're here.
What's up, guys? It's another day, and this is another day we're gonna be eating on screen because
It's dinner time.
yeah, just finished well, usually we probably eat a little earlier than this, but
You had us waiting because you was on the show.
yeah,
So it's dinner time now.
yeah, that's pretty much what happened.
Tonight we have Taco Bell.
Taquero. So guys, I want to give you a heads up. I told you guys the other day that I wanted to do a show and it was going to be like a more adult topic. So we're going to do that probably in about 20 minutes. We're going to get into it. So let's just kind of all get together, chat a little bit, and then we're going to get into that. So this is definitely adult. This would not be PG-13 at all. So just putting that out there. So with that said, what's going on? I'll get to your comments. Let me put some tissue over here. All right, so let me get to my comments. The comments first, and then I'll get my first bite. So Mike was first in the building. So hi, Anthony and Sandy. I call you cowboy and cowgirl. Thank you, sir. And Miss Earl said, I'm listening to German house music. Okay. And he said, I want Sandy to sing with me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Was it's dos. Okay. Nikki said, I'm watching Ghost Brothers. What's Ghost Brothers? Mr. Earl says, speak German, Nikki. We're not speaking English today. And Mike said, hi, Nikki. Nikki said, hi, Mike. Frank said, hi, Mike. Hi, all. What's up, Frank? Mr. Irwin said, once again, Nikki and Frank, we are speaking German instead of saying hi. Tell Mike, Guten Abend. Why? How are you saying that in English then? Why are you not telling them?
Because they won't understand.
Nikki said, Mr. shaking your head. And Mike said, hi, Frank. And Frank said hi. Hi. Agree with Nikki and Mister. Shaking my head. Oh, agree with Nikki about Mister. All right. So anyway, let me get to eat a little bit of my thing. What is it? Look, guys.
I don't know what you got. Some kind of bean thing.
Okay. Well, it got beans in it. I love beans.
A bean snack wrap or something. Crunchy wrap, something.
Yeah, I know it had something about crunchy in it. That caught my attention. I like crunchy stuff. I like even with ice cream. I like to chew things.
All right, let's see. Mr. said question.
Okay.
So if my thing is small, how do I get it in to make her size?
What?
He says, so if my thing is small, how do I get it in to make her size?
Yeah. You put an attachment to it.
So you put an attachment to it. Dick extender. Is that what we're talking about here? And then get one of them things you put over your thing and makes it bigger or longer.
And listen, it depends. Small in which way? Remember I seen that question yesterday? It said, what do women prefer? Length or girth? So, and everybody on the question pretty much said girth. So I wonder if that's a thing. A lot of
said, even if I did speak German, I wouldn't speak it on here.
Why not? What type of response is that?
That's her response.
Well, we ain't too good. You hear German? For the people who are just coming in, sorry about that. We're still trying to eat our dinner. But, you know. We definitely broke bread together.
Mr. said, y'all eating like y'all never had food before. We're hungry. It's past our dinner time. And Holt said, hey, y'all. And Mr. said,
So, Holt,
got the arcade joystick working. Was shocked to see zombies eat my neighbors on here. Long time no see, Holtz, Mr. said. Nikki said, Anthony, would you and Sandy understand German?
Yeah.
No.
My grandfather was German.
And Holtz, yeah, shut up. Holtz said, day one of the junk, and I would love Taco Bell.
Day one of the junk.
That's what it said.
Day one of no junk? No junk food?
It says day one of the junk. All right? I know how to read.
I'm asking him.
How? Holt said junk food.
This is pretty good.
We created our own box.
Yeah.
On the app.
Fires. I want the. Is that what I just said? Oh, I had hot. Damn, yo. So what? They got hot, fire, and Diablo. What the hell?
They're giving you options.
Jeez. It's funny how they all sound kind of like hot.
Mr. said, I wonder if their McDonald's taste the same. And Holt said, off the junk.
Well, they probably just got some different stuff that we don't have. Like Holtz, remember you was telling us about stuff at McDonald's you got that we don't have?
Let it spill down my sleeve.
Some states don't have certain restaurants and certain stuff other people have. So
look, before we came on here, I already ate a taco. It was no, it wasn't a gordita, but it was like a crunchy taco with a soft taco over it, with ground beef, lettuce, and ranch sauce, and I put hot sauce on it, and that was really good. And then my other taco was a nachos Dorito taco. That was pretty good too.
now, God,
And then I got a blueberry freeze.
so the topic we're gonna get into in a little bit is gonna be a little risque. So it's not for kids.
Mr. Holt said at Mr. Come on over and I'll buy you a McDonald's, as I have two in close walking distance. And Mr. said at Holt's, UK is on my list seriously. And Mr. said, cannot wait for this COVID to end. I think I have it now. And Frank said, Mr. said, good evening before in German. Google Translate is a wonderful thing. And Holt said, risque and food, my type of stream.
Holt's my guy. That's right. I remember you got it before and you was like dying.
Paranormal investigators, Ghost Brothers.
Cool. I think I'm gonna save my burrito.
Mr. said at Frank, I really speak languages. Ask Sandy and Anthony. They heard me speak languages on the phone. He used Google Translate and made it sound like himself.
Yep. Bots probably could do that. That is, it's extra sweet. All right. Let's see. Mr. Irwin said, sure I did. LOL. Guys, yeah, so this is gonna be like probably one of the craziest topic I talked about. But I'm gonna invite you all to join. So we're gonna do what I usually do. When I do my other shows, we're gonna put the link out. You guys are gonna be able to jump on and give your feedback, but it's gonna definitely be left field. But the cool thing with this show is you guys that watch me when I do my gaming shows, I'm able to, we got a lot more freedom on Sandy and Anthony show. So it's pretty cool. Mr. Irwin said, I accidentally called Anthony with my number unblocked. So I definitely didn't have Google Translate prepared. Funny thing is you called me and then hung up and I called you back. Let's see. Oh, said, Mr. Tell me something about your soda stream in Japanese.
Look. Caliber Killer said, what's up?
Someone said, I don't know what to say. Holtz, LOL. He said,
And Lisa's in the building. She said, hey.
Oh, man, this is going to be a crazy. Lisa, you joined. It's going to be one of the craziest streams. So you want to put these kids to bed. Actually, you know what? You probably can't handle the stream. So you might want to leave too. What? I'm just saying. Try to pronounce that.
Yoka Tedisu.
Okay. Nikki said it's going to be the Dr. Ruth hour.
LOL. And Lisa said, I figured it out. She had wrote me on Facebook
she couldn't
and
figure
said
out how
that
to.
she didn't know how to comment.
Yeah.
And I explained to her where to go.
New.
So. Lisa, how you been? How are the kids?
Gotta click on live chat.
What are you guys doing for New Year's?
All right, check this out, guys. It's like a potato bowl.
Holt said, everyone in CGX used to accidentally call each other. You will be in work and someone was calling by mistake. And Lisa said, they're already in bed. Be quiet, peanut head.
Good. I'm gonna see how long you're gonna hang in here.
And Frank said, Is Dr. Ruth going to start talking about how to properly use a dildo?
Oh wow, Frank taking it there.
Robert Cooper is in here. Hey, what's up, Robert Cooper?
So Robert Cooper?
That's Bob. Frank's friend, I think.
Oh really?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's him. Right, Frank? That's your friend Bob.
Let's see.
And Lisa said those potatoes are amazing. Yes, they are.
All right.
And Frank said, "Hey Bob, what's up?" See, I think it's
Okay, nice.
His Bob, yeah. And Chariot said, "What's going on, guys? Come
What's
through
up?
to show love real quick." What's
Chariot.
going on, Chariot?
Chad, this is gonna be a crazy night. We got about 10 more minutes, and then we're gonna get into it.
And look, Robert Cooper said, "Yep, it's him."
Nice. You know what? These don't taste as good as I thought they were gonna taste.
And let's see. Nikki said, "Bob Cooper in the building." So you might want to tell Bob, make sure his daughter's asleep, all right?
Yeah, Bob. So
You got a
tonight,
young daughter.
tonight's topic is
Spicy.
it's gonna be spicy. I wanted to. This was a talk I wanted to have a while ago, not necessarily on here, but I figured, you know what? Why not have this talk on live TV or live YouTube or whatever, and have you guys be able to participate? So it's going to be a good one. It's just going to be kind of interesting. I say that.
My potatoes taste good.
Bob Cooper. All right, man. I'm not trying to say all these things, right? Mr. Earl said something in another language. And he said to Hope something in another language. Frank said, that's the one and only Bob. And the world can't handle two of him unless he got a twin. Yo, Caliber Killer said, what's up to Chariot Man Gaming? Bruce is in the building. Oh, snap. Yo, whenever Bruce come in, I just want to play like the intros he's made. It's a full moon. Come on now, Caliber. Bruce said, hey, hey. Chariot Man said, what's up, Caliber? How are you? And he said, what's up, chat? And Lisa said, so we just watching y'all eat. Well, we didn't get to eat dinner because I was doing another stream. I had just enough time to run and get food and then come back. So unfortunately, it happens like that sometimes. But I'm done and ready to rock. I'm just waiting on something. So probably another 7 minutes. And then we're going to get into the topic. And like I said, it's going to be kind of crazy, but it's going to be interesting as well. Hold up, what do you say? Oh, so you're going to talk about sex for an hour. Something like that. Listen, I'm taking over Lala's fantasy, you know? Somebody got to take over that spot.
All right, I'm done with my food.
Yeah, me too. I mean, Sandy was already talking about having Titty Tuesdays, so
They weren't.
Titty Tuesday. They wasn't ready for that. I'm trying to prop this up a little bit because it's like that side. She said they didn't want it. And I want to pull this camera down a little bit because the stuff should be around our chests. Oh, that's not true. What's that? All right, that's good. It always seems good.
All right,
I feel like.
go to the next comment.
All right.
Oh, Jesus.
Listen, I like stuff. I like what I like, you know? All right, that's perfect. Mad I didn't like those potatoes.
Sucks for you. I like them.
All right.
Nikki said, I'm sorry. I'm the one and only. LOL.
Oh, man.
Cloud Gaming Extreme says, Sandy, I don't mind seeing your face, but my goodness, Anthony, how many times do we have to see your face in a day?
You know what, man? You are becoming my official troll. Darn it. I never thought it'd be you. Mr. Urban was going to get jealous.
Mr. said, can I please just say hello to Bruce in French? And Lisa said, kids are good and we will just be home. Okay.
Oh, you asked about
New Year's Eve.
Okay. Yeah, what are you guys doing for New Year's Eve? If there's anybody I don't know about.
And Mr. said, at Bruce, bonjour. America.
Something.
And Nikki said, "Hey, Chariot."
We could have Ace talking Nigerian on here. How about that, Mr. Irwin?
And Caliber Killer said, "We getting spicy tonight." Okay.
We're getting spicy tonight. That's right. Lisa said, "Good. I need some excitement." All right. Don't worry. Tonight is the night. It might be like debating too. I mean, we'll see how y'all guys get. Matter of fact, let me check on something.
Mr. said, "Let me comment on Lala's channel right quick." Here, give me the thing. Oh, look, my boy Razak is here.
Oh man, I don't know if Razak could be in for this one.
Razak said, "Yo, what's going on, Razak?" And Holt said, "At Mr. Glad you're studying again. Maybe we could practice." Holt. And Mr. said, "At Holt's really would like to watch more anime without subtitles." And Lisa said, "I'd rather see Sandy also." Oh, you guys are nice. See, they just don't like you. And Holt said, "At Mr. Glad you're studying again. Maybe we could practice while we play some fighting games or Switch." LOL. And Robert Cooper, I'm just going to call him Bob, "Staying home with the family." Nothing wrong with staying in. We've done that many years with our kids.
Yeah, man. When you got younger kids, it's all about them.
It used to be fun, though. We used to make it fun. So, Mr. says, "Speaking of New Year's, I was finally able to order the lasagna." And Mr. said, "At Holt's would be cool to trash talk in Nigerian." LOL. And Mr. said, "At Cloud Gaming Extreme, you speak Yoruba." And Nikki said, "I'm going to be blushing with the new topic."
Yeah, you probably will be.
It's all good. It's all good. We all adults.
Just give me like 5 minutes.
5 more minutes, guys. So Bruce said, "Watching a movie with the kids and then heading down to the boardwalk to see the fireworks."
Oh, that's cool.
That's nice.
Yeah, Bruce lives close to a boardwalk, man.
That's cool. And Nikki said, "Bob, give Lila a hug for me." And Mr. says, "Sandy, that does not say Nigerian." LOL. Oh, I don't know what the hell it said then. It looked like it said Nigerian. And let's see what it says. Nihongo. Sorry. Nihongo. You feel better now, mister? Let's see. Gonna be brushing topic, got that. Alright. Mr. said Nihongo. Nihongo. There you go. That says Nihongo. Okay. And Bob said, "I will, Nikki." And Cloud said, "At Mr. I speak Igbo." And Mr. said, "At Cloud, why are you just now telling us this?" Because everybody else would really want to know that he speaks Igbo. And nobody else knows that language.
So, Ace, I don't know if you know, but tonight we're going to have, it's going to be a little more adult. We got a crazy topic.
Mr. said, "At Cloud, what else are you hiding? I know you have some CES secrets." And Chariot said, "What's going on, Ace? I knew you was Igbo. LOL." At Cloud Gaming Extreme. And Frank said, "Zombie Dupla Tapintas Nezek." And Chariot said, "You guys are hard workers." At Ace.
What was I about to say?
I don't know. What were you about to say?
I was going to ask him something. I don't remember now.
Mr. said, "Man, don't nobody care about Urban."
Agreed.
And Mr. said, "It's obviously clear tonight." Nikki said, "No Klingon, Frank."
Klingon.
And Mr. said, "I'm about to say F everyone and leave." Oh, Mr., stop crying.
What is he crying over?
He's saying nobody cares about Mr. Boy, we care. I was the one that brought you back out of hiding.
This is true.
Chariot said, "You pretty smart." At Mr. I see where you is coming from. LOL. And Chariot said, "Whoa," at Mr.
Don't tell Mr. you smart.
Mr.'s laughing out loud. And Frank said, "Hungarian." Cloud said, LOL, what do you guys know about Igbo? This is cool. Didn't know there was any interest.
That's my second language.
You don't even speak a
What
second
are you
language.
laughing for?
Mr. said, I'm not that smart. Anthony was teaching me Japanese. You okay? You mean Google Translate was teaching you? Mr. says, so I thank him for that. And Lisa says, sex talk, let's go.
All right, we're waiting.
And Holt said, at Mr. You should say everyone minus Holtz, as I'm offering McDonald's and Japanese.
Wow.
And Nikki said, why the hell are you speaking my family's language, Frank? And Mr. said, at Cloud, I'm part of a language group on Discord and watch a lot of channels on YouTube. One guy spoke 75 languages, but recently passed away. His YouTube was Laoshu 55,000. And Lisa said, what you waiting for?
You'll see.
And Mr. said, true, at Holtz, I love fast food. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love fast food too. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, me too. And the climax says, send the link to Stadia. And Razak said, I've decided that I want to wrestle Anthony live on YouTube. The match of the ages, the battle of the bros from different hoes. You, me, wrestling. And Mr. said he had 1 million YouTube subscribers and was going to embarrass Anthony and tackle, but I never could set it up.
All right.
Caliber said, damn, Lisa, ready to get spicy already. LOL. And the climax said, got it. And Chariot said, why you think we don't know about you guys at Cloud? Y'all know about us.
Oh, hold on, let me show something.
Holt said, at Ryzak, can it be a steel cage match? Lisa said, I'd like to see that. Chariot said, but I'm about to head out, about to start my stream.
Okay.
And Lisa said, yes, I is.
All right, so here we go, guys. So tonight is going to be a little risque. We're going to be talking some adult topics. It's going to be kind of crazy, and it's going to be interesting, and I want you all to chime in. Now, in the spirit of this topic, I got somebody to come on that's going to help out with this, which obviously he's a moron and don't know the art of surprise or secrecy. I got everybody waiting, and he's just going to be like, send the link, bro. Bro, you know I like to do things. So anyway, I'm bringing on none other than Suave Polo, the man who comes around to get all the girls moist and ready to go. Oh, the climax is in the building.
Dude, I'm with Mr. Everywhere, man. Me and him gonna challenge you to a wrestling match. Man. It's gonna be a 2-on-1, and we ain't going light either.
Listen. Why are you just gonna send me the link? Don't you think I want to surprise everybody?
Bro, you should have told me it was a surprise.
But you
bag my face up. Can you bag my face up? Like,
but you're texting me. Why you just didn't text me?
Can you bag my face up, bro?
All right,
Thank you.
All right. So guys,
I'm like,
there's a topic. Okay. So here's a topic, and it's kind of crazy, and it's adult. Climax and I told him I had a topic I wanted to talk about. We started to talk about it. I said, whoa, let's do a show. He agreed to do a show, and so we figured do it today. But on top of that, in the spirit of craziness, I am going to add the link to the comments, and anybody who want to join the conversation can come in with Climax, myself, and Sandy. So, Climax, you want to get it started first, and then I send the link, or you just want me to send the people the link now?
You can send them, man, because we're definitely gonna, go straight adult mode on this. I'm definitely gonna be serious. But a lot of people that don't know out there, I'm a therapist, so that's my career path. So I'm definitely gonna take it from a therapist's point of view, also. Right.
So do you want me to throw the link and let people join if they want now, or do you want to? Okay.
Tell them the topic first.
All right. So the topic is on the thought process behind sex, how driven we are when it comes to sex. So we really want to dive into it. And so this is going to be, it might be hard for some people. Your normal mindset when you think of sex, right? I want to just really explore how sex was years ago, how it is today. And so I'll give it an example. Anyway, so I'll give an example. You could, Suave and I was talking. I said, you know, it's crazy. You could have the greatest couple, right? And they could never have issues. You have a really good father, a really good mother. Let's say they make a lot of money, right? Let's say they got 3 kids, right? And they have a happy home. They're successful, everything. And one night of an indiscretion, meaning one person cheat, and that's how powerful sex is, that you're willing to break up everything, get a divorce, get lawyers involved. The kids don't see their dad, don't see their mom, whatever. And it just make me think like, wow, sex has a hold on us. Like it's a real deep rooted hold as far as when it comes to sex. Now, I get it. I'm not saying people should be running around cheating, but what I'm saying is it's amazing that some people won't talk it out. Like you was candid the other day. You said, look, I don't believe in divorce, so I try to work it out. Some people's like, what? You cheat on me? It's over. And no matter what they build, it's a wrap. So we're getting into that type of area. And then we're going to explore it and just kind of talk in general. So with that said, I'm going to add the link to the chat. That means anybody, and you don't have to show yourself. You could just come on and don't have to have a camera or anything.
All right, I'm going to read some of the comments. While
Okay.
So Holt said, start it first. Caliber Killer said, LOL, did you have Suave up close on that 3D action? LOL. And Nikki said, you're afraid of everything and everyone, mister. Mister said, dang, no wonder Suave was talking to people soul in that one panel. I didn't know he was a therapist. And Lisa said, what you doing, Sandy? And Mister said, yep, I sure am. And now your mom knows, put up the stream link. If you guys want to jump in and talk about this subject with us, you'll just hit that link. And you don't have to be on camera. You could just talk and we'll hear the audio.
Yep.
So, so this is what I asked a few guys the other day, man. So we was all talking, and I said, if now we all on the same page with this. Now I know every male that's on that's in the chat listening, whatever, can.
All right, so hold on real quick. Let me bring to you guys live Lee Feliciano.
Lisa.
And I don't know why you chose Lee, but whatever. So let's see if we can hear you. So we can't hear you yet. But okay, so yeah, you just muted it. And we can walk you through it. If this probably your first time getting on StreamYards. But it's pretty simple for the most part. Are you using your phone or are you using a computer? But while Lisa figures that out, let Sandy read this and then
Frank
Suave,
said,
you can finish.
Mister, if it's too adult for you, you can always watch Nick Jr. instead and watch Barney or SpongeBob. LOL. And Holt said, it doesn't control me, but right hand has a tough grip on my S-leg. So could say it was controlling in the RA relationship. That's what he meant. Mm-hmm. And Mister said, well, I do love SpongeBob, Frank, so you might be on to something. And Nikki said, I will talk about the spirit realm all day long. I am not touching this subject. Mr. said, LOL. Mr. said, at Nikki, what about
Succubus? Yeah.
And Mr. said, never mind, let me not mention that.
All right, so go ahead, Suave.
So I asked a few guys, a group of guys, and every male, I'm very confident to say that every male that's listening to this right now agree 100% with this. if you're dating a girlfriend and she cheat on you in that manner, like she step out and have sex with someone, we're done. You know, it's over with. But if it's your wife, it's like 50-50. Either we're done or we're gonna work it out. And so I asked the question, and a lot of people said, you know, they'll work it out. Some people said, nope, done. You know what I'm saying? One guy said in particular that if she cheat once, then it's done. You know, there's no talking, that's it, you know. And so I asked the second question. If she cheats twice, in both situations, she came to you, you didn't catch her, she came to you, she said, hey, I cheated, you know, but I want to work it out. All right, so this is the second time. Now, a little bit less said they will work it out, still work it out. I was one of those that said I'll still work it out. And then the other guy that said, you know, she cheated once, it won't be a second time, you know. And then the rest of them said they will not work it out. Now, in anything else, when we was talking, we all agreed that for some odd reason, in a relationship, anyone can do, that woman can do anything. But if she do sex, that's, we got to like sit down and think about it. We got to be like, I don't know. That's kind of like, it's a hard pill to swallow for me,
right?
You know, and we're not even talking about going even further. This is like her confessing to this. Like, hey, I made a mistake. I'm not perfect. Let's do it. Now, I'm going to voice my strong opinion on what I did. You know, I said that I work it out for this main reason. I'm going to keep it real. So when I was younger, I was a player. I played the field. I played what they call the game. You know, I hurt so many people. No woman can amount to what I've done. So you cheat me one time, you know, 2 times, I'm gonna still take it back and work it out, because nothing can amount to the pain that I've caused other people. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm not that person now, and I made my bed with that, and I've reached out to so many people to make amends in that situation. So I'm sleeping with a clear conscience, you know, because I went out and I'm not that person now. So to have someone that that mess up and they come to me and I realize they're not perfect, because I'm not perfect. I realized that I wasn't perfect at all. That's why I would continue on. But the psychological I had to, even what some men that's not there where I'm at have to sit down and think about it. Man, it's puzzling. You know, maybe it's a trophy theory. You know, well, this is my trophy. I worked hard for this. You know, we built something together, and now, you know, not like belong like I'm over you, but belong like we have an understanding of loyalty. You know what I'm saying? So when anything else, man, she could be an alcoholic, she could be an addict. We don't have to think on it. We're like, hey, I'm sticking by my wife. You know what I'm saying? But the moment it's that one thing, we have to sit down and say, yeah, we have to sit down and say, I don't know. Let me think about it. One guy even said that we would have to go through therapy and really talk through it so I can understand why she would do something like that. You know, before he can make the decision to continue on with the marriage. Now, on the female side, I don't know. What do you think, Sandy? You being a female, if your husband cheat on you, we're not talking about cowboy. We just talking about just theoretically speaking. If your husband cheat on you, and he came to you and said, I cheated, I slept with someone. This is the first time. Would you get a divorce or would you work it out?
I think I agree with that guy. I said I think we might need some counseling to get through it. Like, it might be like devastating to the point where I'm like, oh, I need to, like, I don't want to like end it on that, but I also don't want to be like, oh, that's cool. Like, no. Yeah. So yeah, we would need to talk to somebody maybe. Okay. Or we need to talk amongst ourselves and try to figure out the best way to work it out. I mean, we've broken up going off of us, like not being married, we never had any issues. But when we were dating, we broke up and got back together quite a few times.
That's
So, like,
dating, though. That's dating. So, like, dating, all right. So, before we get into that, now he did it a second time. Your husband did it a second time. He come to you and tell you this, like, let's say after therapy, y'all done recovered, everything good, and he stepped out on you again. And now this is the second time. What are you doing? Straight answer: divorce or try to work it out.
I mean, you did it once, now you did it twice. It's like a slap in the face, so I'm done.
So let me jump in there. So here's one
Go
thing,
for it.
right? And you see what Holt said. Holt says, I've been cheated on once and I'm not for it
You
again.
skipped a lot of other.
Yeah, listen, we're not gonna be able to listen.
I put them on the screen, guys.
Yeah, I know. Right. So here's the thing. This is why I look at that. So people always say, like, oh, once a cheater, always a cheater. I don't agree with that. But I will say this. If you cheat on a certain person, it'll probably be maybe easier to cheat on that person again, because if they took you back and whatever, okay, let's back up. Whatever happened to make you break and cheat, whether you was just get really lustful, whether you was pissed off, right moment, whatever, right? So the thing is, though, once you broke, right, and that person take you back, then later on when you have issues again, it might be easier for you to be pissed off again and whatever, and then you might be able to do it again. Let me just hear
that's so before we continue on that, this is a good factor right here that Mr. brought up. So Sandy, if is time a factor, would time be a good factor on if you want to stay or not, or you still on hey, you cheated a second time, I'm out? Because 20 years, 25 years, that's a long time being with someone. And let's say that 25 years.
What are you using?
Let's be realistic. Let's say 20 years, because 25, that's like, man, you kind of older. That's like half, you know what I'm saying, of your life. So y'all probably got married at 18 or something. But yeah. So let's say 20 years, and this first cheated the second time, you still gonna leave, or you working it out?
I think time is a factor for certain people. So I feel like if we've been together that long, so here's what I want to ask, right? So the person cheated on you the one time, right? And now they cheated on you a second time. How many years in between this is there? Because that could be a factor too.
Well, let's keep it simple. Let's keep it simple.
Yeah.
They've only ever cheated twice. So they did the first time, they came and told you, and then therapy and everything. Then they cheated another time. Let's say a year later. And let's say 2 years. Let's be, real rational, because after going to therapy and everything's good. It's probably going to take about 2 years before, something happens, if they having, whatever they're battling with, you know what I'm saying? So 2 years, they come back and they tell you they cheated again. Now they only slept with another person one time. It wasn't like a recurring thing. We're just going to keep it simple. They only slept with one person at first time and then one person at second time.
It's a hard one. I feel like a lot of people. So if you got 20 years together, you're probably thinking about everything you have together. You're probably thinking about the whole relationship as a whole, not just jumping into like, oh man, I want to get a divorce right away. If you're logically thinking, you know what I mean? So you're going to think about it first. And I guess for me personally, not for everybody else, but for me personally, I would have to weigh out my options. Like, is it worth really being like, I want a divorce right now? Or is it worth just being like, listen, maybe we could get through this again. And we could be 100% okay and he never cheats again. But you don't know. You got to take that risk. So I feel like if it's worth the risk to you, then you take it. You know what I mean? Right? I feel like 20 years is a long time. So you're going to have a lot of things together. You enjoyed a lot of things together. So I would try to make it work. But if it didn't work, then divorce will come to the table.
Okay. So this is the thing. And statistically speaking, infidelity is like third on the list of people getting divorced. Number one is money, something dealing with finances. You know what I'm saying? And I forgot what number 2 is, but I do know that number 3 is infidelity. So
the reasons
now,
people get divorced?
Yeah, reason to get people get divorced. So think of it like this. All right. And I'm just gonna be totally honest with everyone out there that's thinking about getting married. Are you married? Once you pull that trigger on that gun and you pull the divorce card, it's getting ugly. You know, anything that you could have like tried to resolve in that situation in this topic, someone cheated on you, and then you got to make a decision on divorce or not. Regardless of what you do, once you pull that divorce card and you pull that trigger, it's getting ugly on both ends.
So wait. You have to define ugly. So here's the thing.
So someone's gonna be unhappy. When I say ugly, when I say ugly, someone's gonna be unhappy, and it's gonna be hard to build a good relationship with that person if you decide later on to take everything back from a divorce. Like, I decided to get a divorce, but now some things that occurred, I don't want to get a divorce. You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna put this person through all this anxiety and stress, that didn't want the divorce. You understand what I'm saying about ugly?
Yeah, but I think I think it all depends on the individuals. There's some relationships where you're like, yo, we're pretty much done, and for whatever reason you have your change of heart. The cool thing with relationships and people is people are unpredictable. And so if you, like, for us, so she said we broke up a total of 3 times. And
now hold on, we keeping it on. When I say ugly, I'm referring to the sleeping, like when you sleep with someone and then that person. Yeah, so I'm keeping it simple. I want to keep it. I don't want anyone to like think about all these other situations.
Right.
I'm talking about if
they cheated.
Yeah, if someone cheated and then you the person that's saying, hey, I want a divorce, and then this person is gonna plead with you. They're gonna be, because they don't want the divorce. They came to you. This is a person that came to you and confessed that, hey, I don't want a divorce, but I messed up. You know what I'm saying? Once you call out divorce and you pull that trigger on that, I promise you, once you take that person through all that stuff, and then you decide later on, let's say 6 months later, that you don't want a divorce, it's not gonna be easy. That person not gonna be, a lot of times that person not gonna be like, you know what? You're right. I'm gonna take you back. That's cool.
Well, so let me jump in here. So I feel like for women, a lot of times women are more forgiving than guys. If a guy get cheated on, it's the end of the world. Women are able to get cheated on, and sometimes they could, a lot of times they could forgive. So I feel like a lot of times women are more building of a relationship, right? So guys a lot of times feel like, oh, I could just get somebody else, I could replace you. And a woman is more like, I'm gonna marry that guy, I'm gonna have my life with him, that's it. So I feel like it depends. If the guy cheated and the woman want to still work it out, and the guy's like, no, I'm done anyway, right? Let's say the guy want to be done, and then the guy have his change of heart and say, you know what, I don't want to, no longer want to get a divorce. Then I think that could probably work, because the woman wanted it to work anyway. And if now he decided, you know what, I'd rather save what we have, I feel like the woman could be sympathetic and say, okay, cool. So I feel like not every situation you're stating
is true to everybody.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
So I'm gonna play devil's advocate. If in that situation, if you don't think that woman, I'm gonna just say woman because you say woman, you don't think that woman is gonna wonder, well, why did all of a sudden you want to not get a divorce now? You know what I'm saying? You don't think things are gonna, if it's not explained, and what even reasons you can give, it's gonna be like, so why now? You know what I'm saying? 6 months to pass. Why you want me back now? Like at first she was called out, divorce.
If you're humans, that's definitely something you could ask yourself or ponder. But the thing is, if you're trying to build something, see, we said a marriage, and I'm assuming in this situation, hypothetical situation, and A said infidelity is number one, but I'm assuming it's a hypothetical situation that they would, they got a lot together, right? Like their fear of loss is a real thing, right? So you could have that. Let's say the guy had the fear of loss or didn't have the fear of loss. I don't care. And after 6 months, not getting a divorce yet, his lawyer's like, bro, listen, it might be easier if you stay. You said you love her. You had the one crazy night. It ain't like you need to end it all, right? Maybe he wanted to mess with the chick he cheated on her with and realize the grass isn't greener. I feel like if he is willing to make amends, a lot of times women's heart is open enough to say, all right, let's do it. You know, I feel like a lot of times it doesn't work. It's the guy that's kind of swear everything is greater and he wanted to be done.
All right, so not to be funny, but Caliber Killer said this earlier. He said, I just stay married but cheat as well. So I just want to comment on that.
Yeah.
That is what some people would do, right? So you ever heard an eye for an eye, right? You or like the whole thing, like you do something, I'm gonna do something. Because we're gonna have to be fair now for me to be able to get past what you did to me. And that maybe that's not healthy, but for some people they might need to do that to be able to stick that relationship out. So I feel like that is a good thing to like think about too. Not saying you should do that, but for some couples, that might be what they do.
Right. You know? No, I understand. I mean, so here's all the variables. One, this person came to you both times. They didn't get caught. Two, you've been married for at least 15 to 20 years. And three, if you decide to get a divorce, how easy is it going to be for that person when you decide not to get a divorce later? You know what I'm saying? Those are a lot of variables for a person to be like, hey, it's cool. That's just my opinion though. And I agree. Some people will just brush it off because me personally, I'm not a female, but me personally, I'm an easy forgiving person. Like if we had some kind of disagreement and a conversation, after the conversation over, I've already made amends with it. I'm okay to disagree and move forward. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let's do this. Let's every so often, let's make sure we read some of the comments.
Go for it.
I know it's going to be a lot, but let's, you know, if any of you guys see some stuff you want to highlight, like Ace said, 70% of couples get back together after an affair if both parties are committed to make it work. Look at that. That's 70%.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But I don't want to because we're getting kind of off topic. The main thing was, you know, why is that a factor? Why is sex a factor on something we have to sit down and think about on making a decision when that happens? You know what I'm saying? It could be anything else. Do everybody agree with me on that? It could be anything else, but if it's sex, we have to sit down and think about it.
Right. So this is where I want to dive into. So my whole point to this conversation was I didn't want the normal, you know, I wanted that deep dive of pretty much where you're going. Hey, you crashed my car. Hey, you got fired and didn't tell me. You know, whatever, right? Oh, you gambled money. You lost some of our savings. Excuse me. But when sex comes up, it is like the nail in the coffin. And here's what's weird when you think of it, right? Now I get it. We came together, and so it's stated that we won't sleep with anybody else, right? But when you think of it, it's like before I met you, I know you slept with other people, right? Let's just say we wasn't virgins, right?
Okay.
So before I met you, I know you never slept with other people, right? I mean, I know you did, right? So I know you wasn't a virgin. But now that you're with me, that's it. And if you stepped out, you're so like enraged that nothing else matters. Like you said, we can name other stuff, but that's like the end all be all.
That's like the thing we gotta sit down and think about.
So psychologically, I think, where does this stem from? I guess because you think of it was in our head to have sex after marriage, and it's in our head that once you get married, like you said the other day, you get married, you're not trying to get a divorce, right?
Right.
So I think those things are tied together. But then what about the people who aren't even married? Same thing for them. You know, somebody steps out and it's like detrimental. So that's kind of where you know what I'm saying. So what's your thoughts on like you know, how powerful sex impacts us. Like even we could talk about, you know, you see a girl and you think she's amazing. But for a guy, sometimes it's like, bro, I ain't sleep with her yet, so I don't really know about her. Like, wait, what? I know everything was great about her. Yeah, but I ain't sleep with her yet, so I'm not that sure.
I think that sex is okay.
Well, while you're thinking on that, let's read Lisa's.
Lisa said, the Lisa before stayed after cheating, but Lisa today held to the nah because if there were issues, they should have been talked about before the cheating happened.
That's
and Nikki says, hell has no fury like a woman scorned. There is a reason for this saying came about.
I think that so I really don't wanna let me see.
Well, then don't do it. And just so you guys know, that comment, if you want to join, so the link is in the chat. If you guys want to jump in, you can. So just know, you know, just scroll up, you'll see it, click on the link, it'll pull you right in.
Since Lisa couldn't get in through the link, we could just call her and put her on speaker.
That's smart.
We've done that with other people.
Yeah. Because
she can't get the link to work for her.
Right.
So Lisa, if you want Anthony, I'll call you and just put you on speaker.
Yeah.
I think that this is what I want to say. So I don't want anyone to misunderstand what I'm saying. I'm gonna say openly that I totally understand that everyone feel different about how relationships are supposed to be ran. I get that. You know, this is only from my opinion. Because even if people, you know, let's say religious people, and they say, no, I took an oath in front of God, and you know what I'm saying, I don't believe in divorce and all this. Until they encounter something like that, and I heard someone say that, you know, someone get caught having sex or cheating.
Oh yeah,
that changes a person. You know, that changes a person's values.
Hello.
What'd you say?
All right, let me sit you right here, and so now say something. Let's see if Suave can hear you.
Can you hear me?
It sounds like I'm right here, right there in the car with you.
Nice.
Good. All right, cool.
That works.
Why you had to say she was in the car?
I don't know. It was a joke. I'm funny. I make jokes. You know, it's kind of my thing.
Who said it? Right. Who said they funny?
I did.
Okay. All right. So Lisa, I know you tried to get in before, you couldn't. So what was on your mind, if you could remember? What did you want to say?
Oh, I don't remember now. That's been done already.
So answer this, Lisa. So answer this. Why do you think, in your opinion, that in a relationship, marriage, since we're talking about marriage, let's keep it simple. In a marriage, if a person cheat and they sleep with someone, why do the person has to sit and think about if they're gonna stay or leave? Like, why is sex a thing?
Right.
You're saying that you think that the sex is what's keeping the person deciding whether or not they want to stay in the relationship?
No, I'm saying that when I'm saying like regards to anything that happened, it could be sex, it could be they alcoholic, it could be they running up money on your credit card or whatever. It could be anything, but you know, that's a hard decision on if you gotta stay or leave when it comes to sex compared to all them other things.
Yeah.
You know, it hits us the hardest when it comes to sex compared to all the other things. Why do you think that's so? Or do you even agree with that?
I don't.
Okay, go ahead. What would you think? So if you don't agree with it, what would you think a hard situation for a person that's married and something happened and then they have to sit back and think about if we want to get a divorce or not? What do you think would be a hard thing?
See, me, Anthony knows me. He's known me for over 10 years, and he knows my feeling on cheating. I've never cheated.
Over ever. 10 years? Girl, I know you way longer than that.
And I myself personally I don't see any reason for anybody wanting to cheat, period. If there's situations between a marriage, boyfriend, girlfriend, a fiance, whatever, those things I feel should be already recognizable to where you're addressing it and you're talking about it and try to figure it out. And if you can't, then that's when y'all need to, part your ways. Now, I will say, yes, finances is a big issue. Sometimes, especially today, you need two incomes in a household. Children is another factor. When my kid's father was with him for over 13 years, I dealt with drugs. I dealt with, infidelity, all kinds of different things. And I stayed. Why? Because of the kids, or for comfort, because that's all I knew. You know what I mean? I didn't want to be with somebody else. I didn't want to sleep with somebody else. I didn't want to share anything of myself with another person because I was with him for so long. That was my comfortability. So it's hard for me to understand why somebody would cheat. You could just leave. And the only reasons why I would think that somebody would want to stay is children, finances, things of those nature. Like it's cheaper to keep them or cheaper to keep her.
Right.
Type of thing. Other than that, there's really no reason. There's really not. There's not a piece of paper. There's not a kid. There's not anything that's going to keep you with that person.
No, but hear me out. What he's saying is, and this is, you could take yourself out of it, but when you look around in society, sex is that thing you got to think about. Like even me, I'm gonna be honest. Like we could go through a lot of stuff, and I'd be like, we could work through it, but then somebody be like, "What, she cheat on you?" Like, hold on, let me think about that one. Like it ain't no like, nah, we good, we could work on it. You're like, your brain does pause. So what I'm saying, psychologically, sex is like it's almost like sex has such more of a higher weight than.
They call it intimacy for a reason, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're supposed to be intimate with that one person you're really into. That's what we've been taught. So when somebody cheats, that person's emotions come into play because they've been taught, like, why would you cheat on me? We're happy, right. We're this, we're that. Because a lot of people go out and cheat and the relationship has no problem. They just went out and had a wild night and decided to cheat. And there was no reason. That's even more worse because then the other person's really devastated. Because like Dave said, he said it's a soul tie. So your soul's kind of tied to that person from being intimate together. You've been together for years and you're not looking to be with other people. So when the other person does that to you, it kind of does something to you to make you be like, man, I don't know if I want to be with that person anymore.
I agree with that. I agree with that because I have been cheated on before, but I've never cheated. Because I didn't feel there was any reason for me to want to cheat. Now, my definition of intimacy has absolutely nothing to do with sex. And I've learned that from the relationship that I'm currently in. Relationships that I had before, it was more based on sex or kids or whatever have you. The intimacy that I have with who I'm with now is beyond sex. Like we are connected on other levels besides intimacy. Like,
so let me ask you this.
Intimacy.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm just saying that's not my definition of intimacy. Having sex with somebody is not my personal definition of intimacy. I feel like you need to be intimate with somebody on other levels, their mind, their goals, their wants, dislikes, whatever. Like you need to get connected with somebody deeper than just sex. And let's be honest, anybody can have sex with anybody. And sometimes it can mean absolutely fucking nothing. It was just that night and that was it. You know what I mean?
That's kind of like what I was trying to say is, if you've been with somebody for so long, obviously you're going to have more than just sexual intimacy. You're going to have intimacy on other levels. But I'm just saying in general for this topic.
Right. Because yes,
somebody cheated on somebody that was married. How would you feel? What are your feelings? I'm just saying intimacy is a part of a marriage. And that's not only sex, but in this situation, we are talking about sex.
Well, so let's say Lisa there is already a exception to the rule. So sound like you're one of them, right?
Right. And I would say I am.
And
so I really want to answer this.
Hi, Lisa. So the thing is, generally speaking, sex is like a big motivator. Sex is again, and we're guys and girls, so it's a little different. But Suave could probably agree with a guy, man, you'll be willing to do so much crazy stuff for sex. So my whole purpose for this whole topic was to kind of break down how much sex has a hold over us. But you're the person that's clearly like, Sex doesn't really have a hold on me. It's not that, you know, it's
Listen, before who I'm with now, I would have agreed 1,000% with you guys. But now that I am in the relationship that I'm in now, and he also is similar to myself, which is odd for a man,
right.
but he feels the same way. Like, it's not all about us having sex. Now, sex is definitely important. I'm definitely not saying that. But it's just not the huge benefactor in our relationship.
Right. And
So let
here's
me ask you this. Please. I'm sorry.
No, let me just say this, Suave.
Okay.
Okay, go
It's
ahead.
not even that it has to be. So you don't have to all put your relationship. We're just saying in general.
We're saying
because
in general
because
about
you
marriage.
obviously, like you said, you know how it been before that. So don't just
Right.
put yourself in where you're at. We just as the conversation. I mean, we're just saying in general. We could talk about, I don't know, a couple in Hawaii or something. But
we don't have to be specific to our relationships we're in now. Like, even me, like, all right, Suave said earlier, like, not talking about you and Cowboy specifically, but if you were married for 20 years and the guy cheated on you twice, would you divorce him? And I said,
Yeah.
honestly, I'd really have to like weigh out my options and really know what my feelings are in that relationship to decide. Like, I would
want to say yes, but like I said, and I'll say it again, the things that is a huge benefactor, it's not sex. It would be finances. Do we own a home? Do we have children? Like, there's a lot of other things that I would have to put into that to decide whether or not am I going to work it out with this person or am I just done? You know what I mean? Like, so it's not just sex that would make my decision on whether or not I'm going to stay with this man that I was with for 20 years and he cheated on me.
Yep.
Is there children? Is our finances? Do we own a home? Do we have collateral? Do we have, you know what I mean? Like, there's
yeah, but here's the thing though.
No,
but
this
hold up.
question is
Hold
only
on, no.
about,
Let me ask you this though. Not even ask you this, but it's still the same thing. Think about it. If sex wasn't that powerful, then you wouldn't even have to think about all that stuff, right? So still, you'd have been like, you know what? I could get past it.
Yeah, pretty much we're saying like sex is a big deal to people because honestly, whether it's not the only thing in your relationship, it is a factor that makes you stop in your tracks and say, well, I don't know if I still would want to be with this person because they slept with somebody else.
Correct.
That's the whole point of this conversation.
Like, I don't think anyone will be like, well, I could be wrong. Because there are some people that, you know, they're okay with that type of thing, with their mate doing that. But let's play devil's advocate. You've been married 20 years, and then that your mate come to you and say, hey, I slept with someone. Are you going to be like, oh, okay, that's cool. You know, you did it. It's fine. You know, we'll get through this. Or I think most people, on the other hand, would be like, I have to think about this. Like, I can't rush and make an answer on this.
And again,
what we're gonna do.
And the thing is, because it's sex, that's the thing. Because it's sex, you know. Because because even if we say, well, I have to think about what we have, what we own. No, it's the initial thing is because somebody slept with somebody else.
Well, let me say this. I would have more of an issue with someone cheating on me emotionally, than I would with someone cheating on me physically.
So you mean like someone flirting with someone, they're not doing anything, but they just flirting with another woman? And
well, not flirting, but I think
not flirting, but reaching out, like you're trying to get those. I don't know what the wording for it is, but on an emotional level,
like
you know what I mean?
Like, to be with that person more than sexual.
Yeah. I'll say this. This is clear. If you're with somebody and the person you're with meets somebody else and tells that person they love them, that's emotional.
Okay.
If somebody
I can see that.
Love to someone else, but didn't sleep with them, I get what Lisa's saying because it's worse. Because
it's worse because it's connection. It's a connection. Like, I was more hurt by a connection that I had with a guy, and we were never intimate with each other, but he was my everyday. We talked every day. I shared everything with him, my kids, like different stuff that was happening in my life. Like, he was my everyday, and that hurt me more than relationships that I've had and was intimate with them.
Okay, so let me get the understanding. Let me get down and correct me if I'm wrong, Lisa. So you're saying that if a person, let's say y'all been together, and then he come to you and he say, I met someone, I fell for them, you know, I'm falling in love with that person, and you know, they come to you with that, you feel like that would hurt you more than them coming to you and say, I slept with someone, I made a mistake, correct?
Yes, because
I can
you
see
can
that.
have
I can
sex
see
with
that.
anybody. You
I
can
can
have
see
sex
that.
with anybody and it not mean nothing but what it was. You just got your
Mhm.
satisfaction for that night. They got their satisfaction. That's why there's one night stands, all those different things. It didn't mean nothing. It was getting your jollies off for that night. When you are on a deeper emotional level with somebody, that's deeper. That's hard to fix because you are getting all those other things besides sex from this person. Like all you guys need to do is go have sex and that's it. There's your person. I'm done. I'm out. You know?
Yeah.
How am I going to challenge that? How am I going to challenge that? I could spice shit up and put on lingerie and do this and do that and try to make things better, you know, sexually, but they have already, like, they're all in emotionally with someone else.
Lisa, Dave said, what's up?
Who, Dave? What's up, Dave?
I can agree with you.
No, that makes a lot of sense because I think we're emotional creatures, right? So if you're making an emotional connection with somebody else, you didn't have to sleep with them. You're emotionally on another level with that person while you're married.
Well,
that spouse is gonna be like, yo, like you're pretty much almost set up to leave me for this other person, and you didn't even sleep with that person. You just have that connection with that person.
Well, here's what I say. I think one thing Lisa was suggesting is pretty good, meaning it will be harder to get that person back. So imagine we're together and you come and tell me you slept with somebody.
Right.
All right, I'm pissed off, I'm mad, but let's be clear. Let's be honest, right?
But if y'all had those other key factors, like the emotional type of stuff, like I'll just throw you and Sandy, you guys had that, but all you did was be intimate sexually with somebody, I feel as though you probably could work that out. Right. But if Sandy was like emotionally connected to another man, how are you going to compare to that?
That's the thing.
Right, because that person pretty much lost interest in your own relationship. Right. Because they went looking for something somewhere else.
Because I was going to say,
to me, that's deeper.
Yeah, because I was going to say my whole purpose for this whole thing is, it's funny how trivial sex is, because let's say the person cheated, right? And the person could have came back and been 100% honest and was like, I should have never did it. The sex was trash. That's what guys go through sometimes. You be like, yo, why should I cheat? Because I might cheat and the sex be trash, but she had a big butt, right? And then like, damn, I just ruined, or I can ruin, right? Let's say you say, listen, I slept with somebody and the sex could be nowhere near as good as it is at home. But if you fell in love with somebody,
that's a whole nother level. Yeah. That's a whole nother level.
Like sex is very important, but when you are emotionally connected, you're seeing that person on a different level besides just physical.
Right.
Yeah. And Caliber,
you know what I'm saying?
Lisa, Caliber Killer said, Lisa speaking facts, can't lie.
Oh shit, look at that. I'm excited.
I mean, that right there, that's a good factor. Like, if you once that level, like once that person got to that level and I guess technically cheated on you, that you can't turn, I don't know how you can compare on that one. There's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do because
even like I said, even if you try to spice it, you got over the fact this and that. Even if you try to spice things up or whatever, at the end of the day, this person's still emotionally connected to another being.
That person would have to fall out of love.
Yeah,
and that's on them. That's not on
Cowboy is emotionally connected to making content. So I don't know how Sandy gonna deal with that.
Maybe compare to that.
I'll compare to that when I rip the cord out the wall.
Like,
damn content.
I'm sorry, I couldn't. Dude, I saw it open. I had to dump that mug, boy. But on that note though, Lisa, that you raised a great point, because up until now, that's the only thing I can think of that can compare to a person, that feeling you get when a person cheat on you and you've been married for however long years. That's the only thing that I can see that can top that. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, man, I still say that we have. Look, I'm thinking me personally. Now, I've been through some training, so I understand people better. You know what I'm saying? A little bit better than others. So because of my schooling, because of my understanding how people are, I understand if my wife became a alcoholic and we're married and everything, I'm hanging in there because I understand the levels of trying to be better when you're an alcoholic. You know what I'm saying? I understand that. So I'm willing to stay and work with that person. Even with cheating, I get it. You know what I'm saying? But that right there, when you said a person being locked in to another person and they fell in love with that person,
Right.
there's no turning back. That's nothing you can do to, because that person is made up. I guess you can be like, hey, can we just all be in a relationship? You know, together. That's the only way you're gonna get in there. And even then, you're gonna be feeling like a third wheel because you know this person is truly geared towards the other person. And what's crazy, Will Smith, you know, Will Smith was married to one woman, and then he met Jada, and he, like we talking about now, fell emotionally in love with her. And he had to, he didn't believe in divorce. He'll tell you I watched the interview on this. He didn't believe in divorce, but he told his wife that I cannot believe that, and they had a child together and everything. I can't believe this, but I have fallen in love with someone else. And they got a divorce off that. You know what I'm saying? So it can happen. It definitely can happen. But that's the only thing I can see topping the subject that we're talking about.
So here's a question, right? Let's dive into this part, right? How do you protect yourself from that?
Man, I'm my opinion.
Other women you don't belong talking to. There you go.
I don't think.
So
I don't think that's something. Hold
on, stop.
Wait, I want to understand your question. Anthony.
My question was, how do you protect yourself from that? Meaning falling in love with somebody else. She said, "Don't go talking to women you don't have no business to." What does that mean? Where you just don't talk to any women?
You don't bump into women. Just
I go to work. I'm a boss. Can't speak to you. You better send me an email.
No, I'm saying, right, if you feel any type of attraction toward a woman that you see on a regular basis or that comments on your show stuff, or let's just put any factor in there where a woman comes around, she starts being some part of your life, maybe not a big factor of your life, but here and there you see or hear from this person. And
I think it's your responsibility to shut it down.
Right. And you have some kind of attraction or you feel some kind of connection, you need to shut it off. That's it.
Right. But Sandy, I don't think that's realistic because you're speaking of a person that's trying to hunt. You know what I'm saying? They trying to hunt after that man or woman, and they're trying to get their attention. That's something totally different what we're talking about. We're talking about you just naturally around this person, and you might enjoy like the laugh and giggles and just, you know, this person just having normal conversation. And at first it starts off like no one's trying to talk to anyone, but you're like, man, you're like good company. You know what I'm saying?
And the moment it goes from it just being cool or whatever, and you start having feelings, that's when you need to cut it out.
But like that, what Anthony is saying is when that person start having those feelings, there's the only cut it out is I'm coming to Sandy and we're breaking up because I'm falling in love with this person.
Well, you're not going to fall in love the minute you start having that feeling toward that person if you cut it off.
But isn't that how love is? Like you don't have a time frame on when love happened. It's just an event. Go ahead.
It takes time to fall in love with people for the most part.
But we're talking about time. We're talking about you. So you and
so
I,
if you're already feeling feelings to this girl that you're talking to,
or guy.
Okay.
Yeah, she got to put this on.
All right. If you're already having feelings towards this guy or girl that you've been talking to, just kind of cool, whatever. It wasn't no feelings in the beginning, but now you're starting to feel something. Then you need to tell that person, like, listen, I'm starting to get feelings.
I'm married. I'm whatever.
I can't pursue this. I need to step away, and we can't be that cool no more. And that's it.
But then you need to explore the reason why you're feeling something for someone else.
Well, see, that's a good point.
And then feeling something for someone else.
So I want y'all to explain this then. If that's the case, because I'm just gonna play devil's advocate on this. If that is the case, then how can you explain what happens based on what Lisa's saying? A man or a woman falling in love, coming to you and say, hey, I've fallen in love with someone. How do you think that happened? Do you think it happened because they had some kicks and giggles a few nights, and then all of a sudden,
No, but I think that it happened
we
because
both
of
agreeing?
everything you're saying, that they didn't shut it down.
Exactly. That's
So
it.
you don't think
Shut it
no
down. That's
one?
how you protect yourself, by shutting it down.
So you don't
listen,
think?
I'm not trying to pat myself on the back, but I'm a very attractive woman, and I know that I am. Okay, so
Okay.
there are men that approach me and try to talk to me or whatever. Are they good looking? Yeah, I could look, whatever. I could even say that's a good looking man or whatever. But as soon as he comes to approach me in some type of way other than hello or whatever, keeping it cordial, it's my responsibility to protect myself, my relationship, and shut that down and let them know I'm in a relationship.
If you don't do that, then there's obviously a problem with your relationship, and you need to go home and work that out.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah. So I don't think we're saying the same thing. All right. So I understand that. If that's the case, cool. I get it. You know what I'm saying? That can easily be shut down. If someone's trying to hunt after you, if someone trying to court you,
They don't have to be
or trying to get your attention,
just been cool.
Hold up, let me
trying to get your attention.
The connection isn't coming through. What Lisa and Sandy is saying is, and I'll break it from the beginning. Let's say you start working at a job. Sally worked downstairs. You work upstairs. You go to lunch the same time as Sally. Y'all sit in the break room. You watch some show. She watched the same show. Y'all find out you watch the same show. Y'all talking about episodes. You start to feel like, yo, Sally's kind of bad. Not even attractive, bad, but her personality is bad. That moment, what they're both saying is you need to be like,
go home, work that out, because something ain't right.
No. That's not even your relate. So here's the problem. That's not your relationship.
Oh, I thought you were saying like you were gonna get more into detail.
No. I'm just saying you just happen to think Sally's a cool people, right? That don't mean something's wrong at home. Yeah. Here's the thing. Some people say you could love more than one person. I don't know if each person agree with that or not, but just because you but we'll take the attractiveness out. Just because somebody was talking about a show and you realize like, yo, we got a lot in common, or you like their personality. So once you like somebody's personality, you could entertain would I like them. Like, you know, when you meet people who say, oh, would I date this person or not? Or nah, I'll never date that person. So if this person is dateable, at that point is when you might be like, you know what? I can see me liking Sally. So you know what? I'm about to change my lunch. You know, like that. Sorry. So that's what they're saying.
What I was going to say about what you said, oh my God, I just forgot.
That's basically where
when you said that people could love more than one person, I agree with that. Because there's different forms of love. There's times where you could be in love with somebody or just have love for a person.
Right. But I think a committed relationship, we're more speaking about being in love. I don't know how many people feel they could be in love with more than one people. I was just saying that because I didn't want Sandy was kind of making it like
relationship-wise that you could be in love with more than one person.
Yeah, that's fine. We don't need to get into that. But what I was saying was you guys was kind of making it like, oh, you need to go find out what's wrong with relationship. It could be nothing wrong with relationship.
Yeah, we were just trying to say you should shut it down before that happens.
Right.
So you basically explained what we were saying.
Right.
If you start being in the same lunch with Sally and you're starting to think about Sally, like, I can see myself, then yeah, you need to shut that down. And there you could be totally happy at home. And that could happen to you. I could go out there and see a dude across the street, like, damn.
Right.
I mean, I will say when things are not,
I'm not gonna go
their best,
I'm gonna shut it down.
That there are thoughts that come in my mind, about different things. Would I act upon them? No.
Right.
There are things where, I see different ways that people treat each other, or I mean, it could be something simple like, oh my God, like he brings her flowers, or different things like that. I would think in my head like, oh, that, I would like those things. You miss certain things that you don't get, or things that you had before that you don't have now. Not necessarily saying there's something wrong with their relationship. It's just certain things that you're not receiving, or you know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah. Want to say what's up to Unitrix? Just came in the building. Also, Goon Squad. How's it going? And Nikki said, not all women are angry.
Goon Squad said, at Nikki, I don't know about that.
Wow.
And Goon Squad said, at Nikki, Mrs. Sandy about to cut Aunt's throat. No, this ain't nothing personal. This is just a topic.
She better jump
We're
in.
just saying our own feelings on the topic. Is like
Anthony, she about to drag you in the video.
Listen, I'm saying here like, yo, she would have beat Suave up if y'all was in person. Both of y'all would have jumped him. I'm
Why
like,
me? Why me?
Hey,
What did I do?
they levels went up, right? I was like,
yeah, man, you saw. Look, so like I said, I have a wide range of understanding people, so I understand every aspect of it. You know, I never have any opinion. I've been trained to not have an opinion. When people have an opinion on something, I respect your opinion, but I know that there's other variables that may happen or may not happen. That you know, what I'm saying, it may change the way that opinion is. But
I do have a
I'm not
question
going to
for the
debate
guys.
with it. Say what now?
I have a question for the guys.
Go for it.
Okay, now me, I'm speaking for myself, and Sandy can chime in if she feels the same way. Do you guys ever feel like when your relationship isn't exactly on point, you don't want to be intimate?
No, I don't never feel that way.
yeah, I do.
No.
I do. I get mad as hell. I don't want to be bothered. You know. Now,
Yeah, I may feel that way, but like
I feel
if my
that way. If everything's not the way it's supposed to be or the way I would like it to be, it's hard for me to want to be intimate.
yeah, let me explain.
so I
and then
get
Mark
that.
explain.
Go
Hold on.
ahead, Cowboy.
All right, so for me, yeah, if I'm annoyed, I'm not trying to do nothing. I mean, I don't think that's a woman thing, but now guys are more physical. So I mean, if I get pissed off, if I'm really, really mad, I'm not doing nothing. Now, if I'm just annoyed and you know she walked past with no pants on or something and bend over, then I might not be mad anymore. But for the most part, I'm like Lisa was saying, when I'm annoyed or upset, I don't want to do anything. I pretty much I got to be mad. Annoyed and upset, it could still go down. But if I'm angry, if I'm really mad, then yeah, I don't want to be bothered.
Okay, just wondering from a male's perspective.
But let Suave answer it.
In that aspect, I'm the same. You know what I'm saying? But so in my household, man, we just have a rule. You know, we don't go to bed angry. So like if someone's angry about something, we're finna close that door before it leads on to the next day. You know, we're gonna go ahead and resolve it so we don't have to deal with that.
I agree with that.
If you linger on and let that stuff continue the next morning and then it continues on the next day, man, we may not ever have sex. You know what I'm saying? So it's I may not ever be in the mood if that's the case. But you have to
said I tell my wife it's Mr. Nasty time.
Oh,
Stupid.
You just have to resolve things, you know, as they come. Just like if you want to continue on being good friends with like your homeboy and he have the title of best friend, when things come up between you and him, y'all resolve right then so it don't last on. You know what I'm saying? If you don't, it's gonna be like, hey, he used to be my best friend. You know what I'm saying?
Lisa used to be my best friend, but she alienated herself from me.
Dave said that's biblical, bro. Never let the sun go down on your anger.
I mean, and that's biblical and it's easy to say, but it's not realistic. You know,
it is realistic if you train yourself to do that. Like it's not all right. So, Aunt, real talk. Can I call you Aunt?
Sure, why not? I think we're good enough to be on that space.
Okay, so
can I call you Suave and not Climax?
Sure, my good friend. So it's something you have to train into, man. Everyone in a relationship have their own thing, and everyone does things differently in their relationship. Now, I'm just speaking. This is just one tool in the toolbox that you can use yourself. If you practice, and it takes practice, getting to that point where you can like, when I'm angry, we need to talk about it now. If it's on my mind, let's talk about it now. We do that. So let me give you another one. In our household, we have something called an honest minute. You know, so at any moment, hey, if something on your mind, can I have an honest minute? Hey, Sandy, what you did the other day, man, I was pissed off. You know what I'm saying? I want you to know that. Like, I'm being straight up. I was so pissed off. I didn't say nothing to you because I didn't want to argue. Can you not do that again? You know, honest minute, total honesty. You know what I'm saying? You can't avoid, you have to be honest in an honest minute. So it takes time. Some people
Hold on. You
go
can't
ahead.
speak like that.
Go ahead.
Now I know you don't think I'm gonna give her my honest minute, and she ain't gonna give me her honest minute.
Yeah, that's what it is. In an honest minute, both of you have to be honest.
Yeah, because you made it like, all right, now we good. Like, hold on.
Because you know,
No. I'm just simply saying. So if I'm in a relationship with another person, you know, if I'm saying honest minute, we're both gonna speak our honest feelings at that moment, and there's no consequences behind it. None. It's an honest minute.
I kind of disagree with you.
No. I'm telling you, this is something we practice.
No. I'm just saying. What if the person ain't ready at that minute?
Right?
Well,
that's your
Ready at that minute.
Right.
I don't. All right, so
you got to catch your honest 10 minutes.
On the honest minute, man. This is just something we do. Now it works for us. You don't have to do this. You don't have to do.
No. I do that, but I'm saying at that minute, that person may not be ready to receive whatever it is you're trying to be honest about.
That is true.
That's what I'm saying, though.
We may need some more time to be in that minute, is what I'm saying. Because, perfect example, him and I went camping, and he got in an attitude about, I don't even know what, my daughter wasn't keeping up or something, I don't know. So he pulled over. He proceeded to have a nasty attitude. Now, if I would have had an honest minute with him at that particular time, it would not have went well. So I waited till we got home. We unpacked everything, and then when everything was done, then we had an honest minute.
I love that.
But that's
the time.
I mean, Lisa, let's be real. Of course, you're gonna judge when you should do this. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to. You know what I'm saying? The point is you don't want to have this linger on, and it takes practice to just talk to your
I agree with you on that. I definitely agree with you on that. It does definitely need to be discussed. It's just timing is very important.
Yeah, it is. If I see my significant other not at a stable manner where she's able to talk, you know, or he, because I could like men, you know.
Right.
But
listen, we're not gonna have an honest minute. We're about to have a timeout.
I know, right? So it is just simply you would like to talk. If that person, like my significant other say, if I say, hey, can we have an honest minute? And my significant other say, not right now, I'm still coming down. I understand that. I'm cool with that. I can wait.
Worded it really good right there, because right there you worded it as a question. You was like, hey, can I have an honest minute?
Yeah, that's what it is.
Statement. No, before I took it as a statement, like you were just gonna be like, hey, I need an honest minute right now. Like you were
you can't do that to people, man, because you're forcing them to do something. You can't, it has to be willingly. So it's not gonna work if you're forcing someone to all right. So another thing.
We're good. We don't even need to keep going on.
All right, then. You cannot force anyone, man.
What I was just gonna say about
that was a good piece of advice, and I think that it's very important to have an open dialect and be able to have those honest minutes and stuff. So I definitely appreciate you sharing that. It's just also people that are listening or joining in or whatever, if they would like to utilize that, they also need to understand that that person may need some time and be able to have that honest minute.
And let me just back up a little bit. What I was saying, because I know Dave was disagreeing, and anybody disagree. What I was saying about the whole sun up, sun down thing, what I meant was unrealistic. Is again, that's just me. I don't know what you guys do in your own household, but as a human being, I can't imagine I follow that every day. So like even Dave, you guys are making it like, oh yeah, that's realistic. Not every day. Again, for me, like there's gonna be moments I could imagine where I'm that pissed off where, dude, I'm just mad right now, and I'm probably just gonna go to bed. So technically, and I'm gonna wake up and be like, I'm good. But technically, I did go to bed mad because I just had nothing else to say. I didn't want to speak. So it's like when you're really mad, to like you said, you have to train yourself. I hear that. But if you're a human being and you're really, let's say you got really pissed off at 11:55, and you're tired as hell. Oh wait, the good book says don't go to sleep angry, and I'm really tired, but she just pissed me off. Let me take a little. No, that's not realistic. So you probably gonna be like, yo, I know I'm probably gonna feel better when I wake up. I don't got nothing else to say to her. I'm going to bed. So if they're in that situation, you did go to bed angry, right? It ain't kill you. It didn't mean your relationship is over, but it just means that the go to bed not angry thing didn't work that night.
Yeah, but that's not. Look, man, don't take it too technical. All that's saying is, at one, no, don't do that, because we don't want anyone to get a misunderstanding. So if you, it's basically like this. Hold on. Right. One, it takes practice on anything to work together in a relationship. Right. So whatever that communication is, it takes practice to get on the same page and know when that person's ready to talk, when you're ready to talk, and when things need to be discussed. It takes practice. Once you reach that practice, that saying is only saying that, look, when we have an issue, we need to resolve it and not let it go on and on and on again. You know, not technically speaking, like, hey, it's gonna come on the next day, it's 11:55. Because of course, man, realistically, if something went on at 11:55 and you probably need some sleep and calm down, because if you all tensed up and everything, you're probably gonna do something you're gonna regret. So simply saying, don't let things carry on too long. You know what I'm saying? And whatever you determine as too long, you be the judge of that. Now, if you feel like 3 months, if you feel like 3 months is not too long, then go ahead, hold that grudge 3 months. But you better consider what your other person feels about it. I think
that what he's trying to say, Anthony, is to have the open dialect. You know what I mean? Because not only that, not everybody communicates the same way. This person that you're with or whatever may have did things differently. Maybe they were with somebody that didn't have any open dialect. They're not used to communicating that way. So sometimes you got to lead by example. So if you're a person that does communicate and is able to, express your emotions or whatever, or like he said, have a minute, what do you call it? Wait, I say it wrong.
Honest minute.
Have an honest minute or whatever. The person may not be open to that because they've never experienced somebody being open with them and able to do that. You know what I'm saying? So if you lead by example, then the other person will be like, oh shit, wow, he's able to do that, able to have that minute, able to express that or whatever. You know what I mean? So it's like the yin and the yang. You know what I mean? When you find your person, you balance. You teach that person something that they never knew. They teach you things that you don't know. Vice versa. You know.
Listen,
so
Anthony used to get mad, and he want to stay mad, and then like a half hour later, I'm like, you want to watch a movie?
Well, Anthony holds grudges. He's still holding grudges over his stickers on his car. Okay, so he just has not let things go.
Yeah,
he needs to just let it go.
That's a soft spot of mine. Why you had to bring it up?
I had to. Sorry.
Nikki had a question though, right? Didn't she ask a question about something, sex after marriage or something like that?
What was her question?
That's what I wanted Sandy to get to. I think you're going way too high up.
No, this is one of her comments. So this all Goon and Mister right here. There's Nikki right here. There we go. Do people still believe in sex after marriage?
So what does that mean?
Wait. Like
what does that mean?
Until after marriage to have sex.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
I think some people do. Go ahead, Sandy. I'm sorry.
It's rare.
I would say that it's a hard question for me to even fathom because I'm older and I don't know I don't know people in my age that hasn't had sex yet. So I don't even, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like I'm younger. Like, you remember when you was younger and you may have knew somebody who didn't have sex, I probably none of my friends, but maybe they was trying to talk to a chick and she was like, oh, I'm trying to wait till I get married. But we was younger. But at me being 45 years old, I don't even know who I would know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I couldn't even answer that question.
Listen, Goon said everybody needs some Mr. Nasty time.
Sandy, you just wanted to say that. Sandy is something else. Oh my goodness.
Just had to.
I think that
if it were up to Anthony, when he used to get mad, he would have just stayed mad, right? For like a minute. who knows how long he would have been mad for. But because I wasn't that type of person, he learned to not really stay as mad as long now.
Yeah, because you let it go.
Because I let
you're
stuff
mad
go.
and
Like,
you let it go.
30 minutes passed. Like, dude, you gonna be mad all day? Like, we can
I mean,
enjoy the
Anthony
day
has
together.
said that to me numerous times. Like, I try to be mad, but she just let it go.
Yeah. And you know what happens? It makes the person who's still mad, it literally make me realize I'm being the petty one. Because that person's done is like, all right, you want to watch a show? I mean, it probably is a show I want to watch, but I want to, and it made me realize I just want to be mad. But it's like, for what? They just dropped it. And it's like, damn, but I want to be mad. I'm not ready to not be mad. And then your adult steps in and say, well, why? You want to be mad just because? Don't you want to watch that show? And I'd be like, damn, I do want to watch the show, but I don't want to watch it with her. Like, what? Yeah.
But hold on.
That's the yin and the yang, Anthony. That's
Whatever.
what she balances you on that whole petty holding grudges type stuff. She don't do that.
Oh, why you gotta call me petty?
Well, I don't know if y'all know, man, but now I just had a conversation with Cowboy, the Stated Cowboy, yesterday, and whatever Sandy did in that time or whatever before we had that conversation, this man stated to me, he don't get mad at all. Just the emotion is just out of his body.
Okay, so hear me out.
He don't get mad.
We were referring to content creation and people on the internet.
Were we?
My household is my household.
Were we?
Yeah, I thought we was. You was talking about.
I was asking you if you got mad, bro. You said you don't get mad. So
no,
you know
that's different. That would be
Sandy did something to you. Now you don't even have that emotion in you.
Yeah, that'd be human.
Yeah, that would be one of those things that's not realistic.
Yeah, right. I'm a robot. It takes a lot to push my buttons, though. It does take a lot for me to get mad, but
mother effer, let me tell you.
Really,
it does. That was very important to me, Lisa. Okay. So, spent a lot of money in those decals, not stickers.
All those stickers?
No
stickers, boy.
She called my car. I used to have this car, and it was called a Street Dragon. I had decals that said Street Dragon. I had 9-foot tribal dragons on each side. I had a massive fire dragon on the hood, right? I had this big wing, everything. She's gonna tell me like, oh, those stickers. I was like, girl, these are called decals. She's like, they stickers. We got to the biggest argument.
Suave, listen. At the end of the day, does it have a backing that you peel off and you stick it to something? It's a sticker.
No, it's a decal.
You know what, Lisa? I think that is a sticker. I'm with you on that. I mean, hold on, Lisa. We got to make sure that we're clear on this. Lisa. Did it when he peeled it off? Did it stick to something?
I didn't peel it off in front of her. If my car had
when you did peel off something,
peel it off of something and stick it on your car.
Did it stick? Did it stick?
Yeah.
I'm not going through this with y'all.
I think it's called a sticker. I would call it a sticker. What you think, Lisa?
I think it's a sticker.
I think it's a sticker also, man. I mean, it actually sticks. You know?
I'm gonna get on that plane and come to your house tomorrow. Keep playing,
bro. I'm homeless now, so I guess you got to find the nearest bridge and come to it.
All right, I got a question.
Okay.
Okay, obviously when you're in a relationship for a long time, things kind of die down a little bit. What do you guys do? And I want everybody, I want even Sandy to say something. What do you guys do to spice it up and make it different and make it more interesting or make it where you want to continue sleeping with that person?
So I'm gonna tell you our secret, right? And I told this to somebody else. I won't say who it is, but I told this to somebody else before. And
it was me.
No, it wasn't you. But this is really cool what we do, and I always enjoy this. And sometimes we fall off of it, but what we like to do is it's like a system where if so, all right. Here's the thing. One of the things I hear guys say is, what makes sex from one girl better than the next, right? So females, listen now, because I'm giving you the greatest tool.
This dude about to break the man code. Go ahead.
I'm breaking the man code. So
go ahead.
Well, this is a guy thing. If you and me was talking, and I'd be like, yo, she's bad. Oh, she's bad. Oh, she was bad or whatever, this and that. But what make sex better? It's called initiation. It's nothing like not having to ask for it. That's amazing. So for us, what is cool is, let's say we had sex 2 days ago, right? And I initiated. It's just an unwritten rule that, like, when it don't have to be 2 days, it don't have to be 3 days. Just we could tell when we kind of in that mood or whatever. The other person just naturally initiates because the other person did last time. So it's almost like a system where when I was with my ex-wife, this is true story. I used to have a calendar on the side of my bed, and I would see how long it goes before she initiate. And it'd be forever. And I'd be like, yo, how do I feel wanted? And as a guy, I used to be complaining all the time. She was like, what? For her, it just wasn't, she could go forever. She was just a goody two-shoe girl. I was the third relationship she ever had. So she wasn't that sexually active, right? So with us, we just know, like, you know, and it's not all the time. I might initiate before she do, right? A couple of days, a day later, I might be like,
you want it.
right. But that is something that helps us in that area. Just the initiation rule. It kind of helps because it makes you feel wanted. Because imagine if you always are the one to initiate. So it'd be like, yo, what the hell? Because I don't like pity sex, right? So I used to say that with my ex-wife. It used to be like, she never want to do nothing. I'm complaining. And then all of a sudden she's in the mood. Like, you ain't really in the mood. It's pity sex, right? Now she was submissive and she was like, oh, but I'll still do it because you want it. But you don't want it. So my thing is we do our initiation thing. Now,
because you felt like it was more like a forced situation because you had an issue with the fact that she wasn't initiating.
Correct. Yep. Right. Yeah. But if you want to get into spicing up,
but at the end of the day, the act is still the same. So what are you doing to change the act to make it more interesting, not just initiation?
I got you.
There you go. You can read what Goon said.
All right, Goon said you need to burn the candles. He said you need to burn the candles and put the slow cut. Not going to lie, girl love ice used on them.
I don't like ice.
Yeah, cold stuff is not cool.
Not in the cold.
But
you know
what?
I don't like in the cold. No cold.
So
me and Anthony are saying we hate the cold. We hate the cold.
Nikki said bow chicka wow wow.
Hey, what would you say you do to spice things up? So
I would say
okay.
Go ahead. I would say that go ahead.
I was just gonna elaborate. She's just saying that because for me that's not a good answer for her. So it's like, okay, well, it's not like initiation make the sex better. It's just I mean, sometimes it is cool though. But
yeah, it's cool to feel wanted and desired and all that good stuff. But at the end of the day, the act is still the act.
Right.
What else? What are y'all doing? I'm not sitting here saying you gotta say, okay, well, I lifted her leg and then he put this. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying like. What?
Well, you know, I mean, one thing.
I don't know. We just have a sexual chemistry that connects.
Yeah. But I mean, we do flirt. Like there might be. I mean,
I will send pictures during the day.
Oh yeah,
right now.
You know, it's funny. I was gonna say that, but I didn't know if you want to take it there. But yeah, like you know, she's more into sending me pictures than I am. Like she'll be like
in the shower and send them.
Yeah, she'll be like check your Facebook, check your Messenger. I'll be like, oh snap, and I'll be like, oh, you know.
I want
All
to hear from
right.
Well, I would say, man, one thing, if you don't like the cold things on you, I think that person should get some gasoline, put it on you, because maybe you like hot stuff.
So hot stuff.
Set you on fire. So
I'm not liking that either.
I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm kind of being funny. So they make a thing called motion lotion.
Yeah.
And it heats up if you blow on it.
Yeah.
There you go. Just use some of that. Okay.
No, but on the real note, though,
I'm just asking what everybody else does.
Yeah, it's a good thing. But you got to answer too, though, just so you know.
So on the real note, I think that you have to develop that chemistry with that person, because you said it yourself that this person may have been used to one thing in a prior relationship. It has to be, you have to get on the same page. So you've been together, let's say 10 years, you don't want things to die out. There's a plethora of things you could just be open to try. And I think just being open to things is the key. I mean, you have like games, you have, and I'm just saying sexual because you're saying sexual. So you have sex games, you have like things you can watch movies related to those things. You can make your own movies. There's a plethora of things you can do, but you and that person have to be open to try those things. You know what I'm saying?
And you also still have to be sexually attracted and on a same level with each other to like really be like having that chemistry still.
Yeah, and it's like and you can't.
I think a simple thing you could do, which is really cool, really simple, you could get sex dice. Sex dice is simple, cheap, and you could have fun. So you got dice on each side, and they're bigger dice. And it's my turn. I'm gonna roll them, and whatever it say, I'm gonna do to you. So it could be random, kiss my neck, whatever. And then they roll the dice. That's a simple way for a couple that that maybe want something to be a little more motivated in that area. I think sex dice is cool. It's cost effective. It's cool. It's simple.
Cool. Hold on. It's cool until you get tickle my ear.
Okay, that's just a roll. Are you serious right now? That's just a roll. So
I'm just trying to be funny. Like,
no, that was good.
I know. Dang, you can't laugh at the joke. Dang, bro, you got to be the stale one at the party, bro. You sitting there at the party, everybody having fun. You sitting in the corner with your hands folded.
Okay, I just felt that wasn't that moment, but whatever. All right, cool. But I'm glad y'all laughed. I'm glad it worked for her. But yeah, that's something simple though.
Yeah, I will agree. Like I said, just trying new things, man. It don't even have to be something sexual. You know, to keep things lively.
What is really trying new things? Like at the end of the day, we're all grown. We've all had sex numerous of times, or some of us numerous partners, or whatever have you. Like, what makes it so? You've already done all this.
Right.
You already done all this. How many times has somebody went down? How many times have you did doggy style? How many times have you know what I'm saying? So you understand what I'm saying?
That person knows your body, he knows your spots, you know each other's chemistry. That's what's going to keep it going.
I'm not speaking for myself. I'm just speaking in general because I know a lot of people probably have that issue or that barrier or that whatever where they're thinking in their own head like, damn, I already did doggy style like 50 times.
Maybe they need to do doggy style and then go down and come back up. And yeah, I mean, you got to change stuff up. You can't do it the same every single time. Like,
you got to do goat style. Goat style. You know?
Listen, we're going to do goat style tonight. I don't know, like, whatever. We're going to make some stuff up. Make your own positions. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, you just got to be open.
I feel like that's the thing that lacks in relationships. That's the thing that where there's a lot of barriers, and that's where it can go back to our original conversation, cheating, whatever have you.
Right.
Because they're not open to different things, or you know, they've already done it so many times, or whatever.
That's why my suggestion for anybody listening, or however far this gets tweeted out or whatever, but sex dice is a really good, simple, cheap, cost-effective thing for a couple who like. So here's the cool thing with is spontaneity, right? Yeah, you did every style, but which one do we do? I don't know. You roll the dice. You're like, oh, yeah, that's what's cool because it's unpredictable. You don't know what's coming next. It might be something stupid,
and I feel like the person should not know that it's coming. Like, you got to throw, and you can't do it every time. You got to throw that shit in there sometimes, like where they're like, whoa, wait a minute, I wasn't ready for that.
Right. Dude said, man, just watch Belly and do what DMX did. LOL.
What did DMX do?
You gotta watch
that. You gotta watch that scene.
And Hope said, wait, why do I have to buy dice? Can't we just ask Alexa to roll the dice?
It won't be the same. I don't think Alexa is gonna say what it says on the dice.
Oh Lord, I can't.
And Mr. said, I have that on DVD. He's talking about Belly. And
I gotta watch it.
You know, it's crazy. I've never seen it. And I know.
Me either.
Yeah, I never seen Belly. Nah.
Yeah,
listen, climax of Suave, whatever you want to
go ahead. I would like you to call me Suave. I don't know. Cowboys started this whole climax thing.
So you know what's funny? She said sometimes she's more black than me, but dead serious, bro. I wasn't super into the ghetto movies. So Belly to me was just that super ghetto movie. I was like,
Was
It
it ghetto?
wasn't
How you know? You haven't even watched it. You don't even know. How
It,
you
it
know?
had listen. It
How
had
you
to
know?
get picked, just like that's why she said she was more black than me.
I just
She was
meant
making.
like I seen a black movie that you didn't see.
Yeah, well,
Right.
You know how he
Right.
makes me like I'm ghetto? You see
No.
what I'm talking about, Spobby? See what
I do. Because he being judgmental on the movie and everything.
hey,
DMX
Lisa,
must be
Sandy
rolling in his
Ghetto
grave
with her?
right now. Rolling in his grave.
Maybe used to have some ghetto-ness, but I don't think she is anymore.
No, I ain't say now. I said when we met her.
Oh, yeah.
All
And
right.
Nikki said, okay,
A little bit.
everyone, I'm going to get going. Got to get ready to do my nightly shielding. Good night, Nikki.
Good night,
See
Nikki.
you later, Nikki.
Good night, Nikki.
And Mr. said at Nikki, don't forget Cobra Kai tomorrow.
Oh, I didn't realize that was tomorrow.
Yeah, New Year's Eve or New Year's Day.
Look,
Hey,
we've
what
all
you drinking?
I
Taco
was
Bell, bro?
really extra before, and now I'm not. And Sandy was a big ghetto, and now she not. I mean,
Lisa-
it's gross.
Lisa,
Okay.
you was extra and ghetto.
You know what? Let's talk about what you are.
So you saying
Hey,
she
I
blue
was the
cheddar?
nicest guy. I was the nicest guy. You know.
Okay. You was the nicest hoe in Trenton. What?
What? I was never. Hey, Suave, don't listen to. She's trying to assassinate my character, Suave. Don't listen to her.
Hey, don't you do that.
So let's not go there.
Lisa,
Exactly.
Lisa, you don't know nothing,
And
girl.
Let
Let's
me
not
tell
go
you.
there.
Goon said at Nikki, you about to have that Mr. Nasty time.
Yo,
See, that's the real reason why she left. She got excited.
she
thought about
said,
trying some
"Listen."
new things.
She said,
Let me tell you,
"Listen,
man.
let's break that dice out."
I'm gonna tell you one thing though.
Lisa said she about to have an honest minute.
Honest minute, man. I hope
Hey, Swabby, would you be mad if that's what me and Sandy start calling our sex time? I'd be like, yo,
boy,
you trying
look, Dad. That's hey, you do what you want to do, man. I'm just
asking
here.
if it's okay. Can I
That's
use
gonna
it?
be my new term
Hey.
now. I'm using that all the time now.
For real.
I need to have an honest minute.
Do it. I mean, I'm telling you, it's a like all
Hold
jokes
on.
aside.
Hold on,
All
let me
jokes
elaborate.
aside, it's a good tool, man.
Right?
It's a
Hold
good
up,
tool.
listen.
Right now,
Hey, you remember that? Hold up, let me elaborate. And when you say I need an honest minute, that should mean you want your partner to do you. So you'd be like, listen, I need an honest minute. They'd be like, oh, like, yeah, I need that honest minute.
well,
I mean,
me
it's not even like okay. So let me elaborate. Let me elaborate.
Spider, oh, I forgot you got little kids running around.
we got little kids. What do you mean?
So let me elaborate.
That we're having is us being able to have our own time, our own personal time, because our son is in our room with us. You know, so it's very difficult for us to be able to have our own time.
You about to put that baby in Antonia's room.
The baby ain't going in Antonia's room.
But
What
like,
you want to
I forgot to mention on this. Now, also, an honest minute
You can do
is.
that right now. You're supposed to send it to me so I can do it.
Would you help me with
Just
homework?
send me the stuff and then I'll do it when I get off the phone.
Okay, what
All
you
right,
say?
sorry. Your daughter was bothering me, Anthony.
Oh, this girl. Ain't she like 20 years old now?
Antonia said the baby can't go in her room because she can't even fit her shoes.
She got too many shoes. Holt says, so everyone's sexy time tonight is coming in dressed in that karate gi. And Goon said that, Nikki, you ain't gonna lie to kick it, LOL. You ain't gotta lie to kick it. Mr. said, LOL.
So I was gonna elaborate on the whole honest minute. Cause I forgot to mention this earlier. I know we start talking everything, but anyway, also to add on to the honest minute, when your mate call an honest minute, at that moment, if they ask you a question, you have to be honest. Also, you know what I'm saying? So if I'm like, hey, cowboy, can we have an honest minute? And I ask you, hey man, did you have sex with that girl? You know what I'm saying? Honest minute, you know. Just give me your example.
I got you.
But you have to, you know what I'm saying? You
gotta
also
be
at that
honest back.
time. Yeah, at that time you have to be honest.
So what I do is I just start telling a long story and be like, oh, my minute's up. Well,
see, once again, it's like called the honest minute because you have 60 seconds.
Yeah, because definitely when we use it for our honest minute, it's gonna last a little longer than 60 seconds.
Bro, it's however long it takes. The point is to be
However
honest.
long it takes. I'm with that.
It's to be honest and open to one another. That's all
Oh,
that
it's
it
gonna be
is.
It's gonna be honest and
It's
open.
gonna be open.
Yeah.
Just honest and open to each other. So, that's just what it is. Try it out, see if it is what it is. Like I said, it's just a tool.
Now I have to ask if I can have an honest minute.
Yeah, an honest moment. Call it whatever you want to call it. I
like
just
the
want,
minute.
if you do use that technique, man, I just hope it worked for you. That's it. It benefit for you. It's working in my relationship. So, it's just another tool, man.
Hope said honest few seconds. Simple yes or no.
Yeah. I mean, you can say, hey.
Sometimes that's all you need.
Hey,
well,
sometimes
the things that go on.
You gotta throw in that quickie real quick because that's all you got.
Y'all about to give me COVID.
Did
he say we're about to give him COVID?
Yeah, y'all about to give me COVID. All this stuff y'all talking about.
That we gotta run out there to the corner. Rent some chick.
Yeah. Hey, what about this Marvel's Avengers, man? You want to get on? Cause your stream is going on 2 hours, bro.
I do no raid tonight.
Bro, I'm not finna. I just asked, did you wanna play Marvel's Avengers with me? I'm asking you live right now. I need an honest minute.
We're seriously talking about games right now. We're supposed to be talking about sex.
I need an honest minute right now, bro. Don't run your minute up either.
No. Well, Sandy need an honest minute after this.
Well, all right then, man. I'm gonna get on out of here, man. Y'all take care and But
I mean,
I'm about to be out though, man.
Yeah, we could rock for a little bit, but I'm not doing a raid.
Bro, it's too late. I'm not doing a raid. It's too late. Okay. I'm just trying to hang out, bro.
All right,
that's
cool,
all.
Cool.
That turns into 3 hours later.
I'm good with that.
Yeah, we
Mrs. Lisa had some DMX. LOL. He said Mrs. Lisa had some DMX.
It's been nice, man. I think this was a great conversation.
You know what you're about to play?
Come again?
You know what y'all about to play?
What?
The Animal Royale.
Why you think we about to play that? I don't even have that game.
You gonna play?
I don't even have that game.
The good night try. That game's free for everybody. Lisa can play that game.
What's the name? Who is that? Sierra took it off my Chromecast. I don't have it no more. Yeah, Sierra took it off my Chromecast. I don't have it no more.
Oh man. But Lisa, this is cool. Hopefully Lisa come around on Thursdays, man.
Yeah, I can do that.
If you get free,
yeah, it's unfortunate that I couldn't go on like the thing.
Yeah, that's weird. Yeah. I don't understand that.
Yeah, we'll try to help you on that. I think maybe what you did, you probably did you try to get in it through the Chrome browser or through your regular browser on your phone?
I don't know. You sent me the link. I just clicked the link.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it that way.
Yeah, you probably. Yeah, I would say like I guess copy and paste it to a Chrome browser and try it that way next time.
Yeah.
Paul said Avengers, the Honest Minute Adventures.
Yeah.
Oh my Lord.
Maybe maybe do you have Chrome on your phone?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, maybe that was.
I don't know why it wasn't working. Have a good night, but it's all right. This worked.
Yeah, this did work also. Okay.
It did.
Mm-hmm.
It's a substitute.
And I can hear everybody. But I can't see no comments that anybody's doing.
Holt said, come again, have me in stitches. How many can you do in an honest minute?
What did he say?
He said, come again, have me in stitches. How many can you do in an honest minute?
Lisa, you could be able to still look at it because you know how you got your phone, like you could just like swipe off of your phone. You don't have to have the phone like up, and then you can just go to YouTube.
It was taking me to there, but then it was like delayed. Like it was like y'all was talking about something different when I tried going on there.
That will happen a little bit, but you could at least turn it down. Like I'm saying, how you're on the phone with us talking, you could just turn down the volume of YouTube, and then you could just see the comments at least. So that way you're talking with us and you're reading comments if you wanted to. But we can fix
it. We'll just fix it one day.
I don't know what they said.
We'll just fix one day, Lisa. Like Cowboy, he's good at that. He's good at just trying to figure it out and helping you right there.
Yeah, I get it.
I need him to help me do something. But I'll talk about that later.
Mr. said, I rate Lisa 4 out of 10 for being camera shy, but I'll help her next week.
I'm not camera shy.
And Paul said, this is why you're single, Mr. Mr.
Exactly.
And Green said, dang. And Holt said, at Mr. when you getting on camera?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
This guy. Nobody's seen him. I'm
not camera shy. I tried to get on. It wouldn't let me.
It's cool. For next time. So man, I'm gonna need you to return the favor and do a show with me, man.
Well, Lisa, yeah. You're talking to me or Lisa?
I was talking about the Stay a Cowboy, but if Lisa want to come as a guest, that's cool. You know, man, shout out to Stay a Pro. He's very sick right now, man. So we had to put Man Cave on hold for a little bit until he get better. But I do want to do some like shows, you know what I'm saying? Until then, you cool with that?
You want to do something tomorrow? Because I got the day off.
We can do something tomorrow. I'm okay with that. You know what I'm saying? If you want to do that, you know.
Yeah.
A show on what? About what?
We'll talk, and Lisa, if you want to be a guest, you know, that's cool.
I'll let her know.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let me know.
We'll fix the whole camera thing.
We got to get Lisa into all of this.
And not the games and stuff. I'm not down with that.
No, it'll be one of the real talk stuff. Like when I do shows,
real talk, I can real talk, but I'm not no game and stuff.
We know you ain't in the gaming, but Suave do a lot of shows. Suave do a lot of shows where it has nothing to do with gaming, so it's kind of cool.
Hey, check this out. Check this out, Lisa. If you don't mind, subscribe to my channel. Just look it up right now. It's the climax. I don't know if you can see that.
I'm gonna send it to her. I'll send it to her.
Yeah, send it to her, and then that way, because I got a few shows, real talk, that and even have a playlist that has life topics. It's all like, you know, adult type stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, see, I like that kind of stuff. I'll be down with that.
Yeah, it's just me and the
show. This show we don't really talk about video games. We're more or less talking about topics. But
I like that.
We used to never open it up to guests. It was just us, and then we read every comment. But I kind of changed some stuff on my channel, so I like this format because a lot of people like to feel like they want to be a part of it. So you know.
Plus the comments are delayed. You know, by the time y'all read them, it's already on to something else. So it's like better for somebody to be able to like be involved and actually be able, you know, communicate with other people.
This was cool, man. I actually was only supposed to be on here about 15-20 minutes of my time because after that I start charging, but I want to get reimbursed so we can get on this. You know, I gave you a whole 2 hours, bro.
And I feel like we learn stuff. We all collectively learn stuff, and we probably taught some people some things.
I need to get reimbursed, bro.
Buy them dice tomorrow.
And then they're gonna roll them, and it's gonna say "blow my ear."
Yeah,
that's right. Then they gotta blow that ear. You know, here's the cool thing. It's nothing like when you get one of the dumb rolls and you like and you can't wait. You know, it's more they put it in there for a reason. You get that dumb roll and the other person get a good roll. You're like, damn. Then you know what's
gonna be funny is if you and Sandy bring out the dice and it comes straight onto that.
Yep, it'll be the first
roll.
Man, it'll be even better, even worse.
Right.
It'll be even worse to Suave get a hold to your dice, and I put that on every part of the dice and give them back to you.
There you go.
You know,
the thing is rigged.
But look, man, I'm gonna get off here. I hope you about to end this. You know, go ahead and play your intro, bro. Your outro.
I am gonna play it, man. Don't be rushing me, man. I
like that long
and all that.
You know that long outro.
Definitely.
See you later, Lisa. It was nice meeting you, man.
All right. You too.
All right, guys. Good night.
Good night.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Suave, get off my thing, man.
Oh, bro, I thought we were gonna talk backstage or something, but come on.
All right.
Hey.
All right. Well, everybody.
He kicking you straight.
All right. Well, hold on. Stay backstage.
He said, get off.
All right. Anyway, guys, I want to thank Suave for coming on. I appreciate him giving us his time, and I want to thank Lisa for speaking to us. And the cool thing is, everybody was open. You know, we told some stuff about our lives. But I want to thank all of you guys out there because you guys make this whole thing fun to do. I want to thank everybody. There's so many people. I don't want to go through everybody, but you know, I won't say one name because then I get addicted and I want to go through every name. But I want to thank all of you guys, and just know that we're trying to spice up the Sandy and Anthony show a little bit. You know, hopefully you guys have topics we could go over. But today was a topic that was kind of crazy because we talked about sex. So you always don't get stuff like that. So with that said, guys, stay tuned for this epic intro. Then the music is by Bruce Campbell. See you guys in the next one. And look out for tomorrow because Suave and I will be doing a show. Now your mama knows. And now your mama knows.
Do I look like a parrot? Or a dog that speaks when you play on command?
You know what? You gonna do your role or what?
I don't do that every time.
And I don't say your mama. Now your mama knows every time.
Yeah, you do.
So.
Bye, guys. Have a good night.
All right, guys. Hold up. Wait. We got some stragglers coming in here. All right.
Oh.
All right. Good night, guys. Check out the intro. Don't go nowhere. All right.
And now your mama knows.
Bruce, unleash the baby god dragon.